I'm just a teenage weenus, baby. Oh, I'm just a teenage weenus, baby. Ooh,
When I was younger, I had a crush on Kathy Ireland and Cindy Crawford, just like you, Louie. My favorite movie is Kitchen Impossible, starring Robert Irving. The dude is stacked and jacked, and he knows how to cook. What's not to like about that? In any of the Mission Impossible movies, Tom Cruise doesn't cook anything. And he's not even that jacked or stacked. Robert Irving is very jacked, he's very stacked. And he also can cook, so there's something for everyone in that movie.
Everybody put your hands together and welcome to the stage, comedy icon, Louis LaFleur.
I use wet lotions on my dry skin. I buy dried fish at the wet market. I'm easy to assemble, and my batteries are included. I'm portable, packable, returnable, and fun for the whole family. I'm farm to table, sustainable, rainforest approved, and LEED certified. I watch Twin Peaks with a single mom. I got twin kids I haven't seen a single time. I got bloody stools because I drink from pools. A chlorine martini is in my poolside bikini. That's right. I like ruffled shirts, ruffled chips, rough demeanors, and Mark Ruffalo. I'm rough around the edges, and I'm not afraid to ruffle a few feathers. I'm downloadable, streamable, and fully customizable. A GitHub, Pornhub, StubHub, dry rub civilian begging for a smoking. I take bong rips with my strong lips and stick a straw inside. I take long sips. After chlorine martinis, it's bong juice cappuccinis for me. Thank you very much.
How do I work this?
I'm on cloud nine and I'm playing possum. I bark up the wrong tree and I'm branching out.
How did I get here?
I play it loose because I got the juice, and you can be assured that my t-shirt is uninsured. That's right.
My God, what have I done?
That's right, he's kids these days. I'm a goody two-shoes, and I'm 2 feet tall. I tell tall tales to random strangers, and I tail tall strangers randomly.
This is not my beautiful wife.
I'm doubly inflatable, totally relatable, microprocessing macro processor. And my hard opinions are soft-boiled. I get off scot-free with Scotty doesn't know, all right? I eat Scotch eggs with Scott Baio.
I must have done it half a dozen times.
I comb a widow's peak while I take a peek at Peak TV while I ride the peaks with Peekaboo Street. I'm consumable, compostable, controversial, conversational, and comfortable in most social settings.
Waiting.
I'm brain dead and I'm deadly serious. If looks could kill, I'd be seriously deadly. My fingernails fall off, so I tape them down. They may not be attached, but they got plenty of scratch.
I've come undone.
I'm indisposed, afflicted, dehydrated, highly rated, and streaming on all platforms.
Promises.
I hit below the belt and I belt above my register. I'm on demand and I'm off the table. I'm a pickup artist and I put down my dog.
On a Sunday afternoon.
I'm a little of column A and I'm a little of column B. I hit the Hy-Vee pharmacy to address my low T, okay?
Something is bubbling.
I'm down to earth and I'm down to freak and down to my last dollar is what I am. I'm on the short list for long COVID. I'm a warm-blooded, cool cucumber, sourced locally and sore usually.
What the hell is on Joey's head?
I use my A word to make BMs. When they come out too slowly, I scream and shout. That's why they call me Louie. Over and out. Yeah, my name's Stanley Stinkhat. I always wear my little hat.
Critics are raving about Stanley Stinkhat.
You care to take a sniff of my hat?
Variety magazine is calling Stanley Stinkhat the greatest character since The Terminal starring Tom Hanks.
The name for a father sounds like good.
No, I don't want to sniff your hat, Stanley. That hat reeks.
Right here.
Oh, sure. Daddy's in the basement mixing medicines.
It's kind of one of those things. It's like, well, you can do it, so why not? I mean, and why be, uptight the whole time? It doesn't make any sense.
Hello, Sharks. I'm here today to offer you 100% of my company, British Brian's little food app for snacks and small meals, in exchange for 12 million piss bucks. Sharks, let me ask you this question. Have you ever wanted a snack or even a small meal, but you look through your cupboards and you don't have any snacks or small meals? You only have big meals and big bread and big meat? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? This very specific thing happens to me every day. I wake up in the morning and open my fridge. You know what I find? Large beef roast, with extra large potatoes. That's too big of a meal for breakfast. I need something smaller so I don't crash at lunchtime and fall asleep under my coworker, Reggie's little desk. Sorry, Reggie. Sharks, my little invention is an app. Yes, you heard me, an app. With my app, you simply scan the inside of your fridge and cupboards, and almost instantly my app can tell you how to make your big meats and big breads into smaller portions, or as we like to call them, British Brian's little snacking treats. Using a proprietary maths equation, my little app can calculate what a small meal is. Then it tells you what a small meal is, and you have to cut up your larger food or whatever into smaller portions, or British Brian's little snacking treats if it pleases the court. Well, Sharks, what will it be? Big meals and big breads with no app, or will you invest in my little app?
Oh no, help! Someone help me! I'm injured! I'm injured! Help me! Help me! Just kidding. I'm not hurt at all. In fact, I'm doing fucking great, because the Louis Lafleur's premium quality call-in show is about to begin. And you lucky fucks are in for a real treat. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy Louis Lafleur's premium quality call-in show.
Coming at you from the intersection where cars don't stop. Broadcasting live from the trunk room, this is Louis Lafleur's premium quality call-in show. Let's go to Louis.
It was back when we was in the South.
Who is this?
I was just a note name who clearly had no game. She was beautiful.
I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
So I was still entitled to my grave like Mr. Cobain.
Mr. Cocaine?
With my Nefertiti. But when she come out of tune, tell her she better see me. And I tell her I'm way more than what her ex got. Cause I'm just like Bam Bam. I could really make a bed rock. Okay, I get it. Let me think. I see your hip talk.
Did you say that Bam Bam is having sex?
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. I can make your bed rock.
Did you hear that rhyme?
No, what was it?
This one.
Okay, I get it. Let me think. I see your hips talk. Maybe it's time to put this penis on your lip gloss.
Wow. Well, he's not rubbing his penis on crumpets.
No, but maybe there's crumpet crumbs on the lip gloss.
Oh. Well, what else we got?
You got anything else?
You don't like this?
No, I don't like it. I love it. But what else?
Damn, fucking drop Z tuning.
Dude, freaking, yeah. Negative Z. It's way down there. Probably doesn't even have to touch the guitar to do this riff. Oh my god.
This is pretty good.
So are there a lot of people doing these kind of covers of Lana Del Rey songs?
Yeah.
What's this one's name? It's just so we can shout them out.
Metalcore cover video.
Oh, metalcore cover video. Shout out to them.
Oh no, they're called Against the Sun.
Against to the Sun?
Against the Sun.
Against to the Sun.
Like S-O-N and S-U-N.
S-U-N. And they did...
I was about to get pissed off.
I'll tell you right now that we're not getting dinged for the Lana Del Rey song version of this. Except for the chorus, it does a little bit rip.
Louis, people in the chat are talking about how jacked you look right now.
Really? Wait, let me see. That's why. Because I'm jacked. I mean, I am jacked.
I was wondering the opposite. You were so strong for one episode in Jocktober, and then you got so weak so fast.
No, just that because I didn't. I had my shirt was had unbuttoned, and you can see my abs. I still have the same abs. Does Lana Del Rey know about this?
Probably.
She probably loves this.
Mm-hmm.
She's a sicko. She's a sicko, folks. You know, very polarizing artist.
What do you mean by that? What does sicko mean to you?
She's just a sicko freak.
Oh, you mean like she's sicko mode?
Yeah, like good.
She goes sicko mode on the track.
Like good, but like what's going on with her? Like what's her deal?
I don't know. I just
She's
know
like dating a mechanic.
when she was making a video game, she was sick with it.
I mean, she was sick with it. The song speaks for itself. Music speaks for itself.
You want another one?
Do you think she actually fell in love with that mechanic, or she's just doing like a irony thing?
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
No. Do you ever hear that song A&W by her?
No.
That's got probably Fantano's #1 song of 2023.
No way.
Or 2022 or whenever it
He
came
red
out.
plaided that thing, or is it yellow plaid? Good.
It's yellow.
Yellow plaid's good.
Do you know what I learned about him?
No.
Sorry, I'm derailing us a little bit.
No
but
hair.
Do you know that he's famous for being horny on Maine?
You'll have to do further explanation for me, at least.
Well, he recently posted on Maine about how he's
On his main account?
Yes. About how he's addicted to doing cunnilingus.
Oh.
And he posted that across platforms on Twitter and Instagram.
Hold on.
And
Like, what do you say word for word?
there was like a... Oh, do you want me to find the post?
Yes. We actually need to know this. It would be hard going forward with this show not knowing exactly what he said.
We have Flannery in the chat asking, who?
Anthony Fantano.
Yeah, who?
I know. I know. Well, maybe your algo is different than mine, but like my 80 of my top 100 are Anthony Fantano reacting to something going like this. New Kendrick Lamar album is mad at Drake.
I can't find it because he's posting, he just posts over and over this shitty John Prine fake guy who sings about healthcare.
Yeah. 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 Are you doing PSYOP on Fantano right now? Are you trying to get Fantano to beef with our show?
Yeah.
We would win.
People call him Melon for some reason.
Because of his bald head.
Anyways.
All right, we'll move on.
He posted that, and then all the comments were either like, I can't believe you're posting this on the internet, and all the other comments are like...
Sounds like he deleted it. But, I mean, good for him. Honestly, good for him. That's
Here,
good.
I found it. Someone posted 16 mistakes you should never make when it comes to a woman. And #1, never eat a woman's pussy. And then he posted, in response to that, the word whoops 16 times.
Dang, dude. He doesn't just review music. He's a modern day tremolo guy. One of those Russian singers.
Imagine you're laying in bed and you look down, that head's rolling around.
Get out of here, man.
Just rubbing all over you.
Get out of here, man. Stop rating it.
He's like,
stop giving it a review every time and just get to work.
Like, baby, you actually just gave me a soft 8.
Oh, Fantano. We don't respect you.
I'm spazzed on a soft 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway. So, folks, we are back.
Or a hard 1. You gave me a hard 1. There's a pretty literal way you could do it.
Damn, dude. What the hell? You know, last night I heard that not Hard 1, but Hot Ones was sold to the George Soros.
Oh.
Did you know that?
Congratulations to First We Feast.
Yeah. For all of First We Feast was purchased by George Soros, and I'm not joking.
That's so awesome, dude.
What do you think? And then I was at Cub yesterday. I'm looking in the Pringles aisle, as I do, right? I'm a Pringles guy. And I see Hot Ones Pringles flavors with the spicy sauce. I buy a can.
Da bomb.
Yeah, and now I'm freaking blue pilled. All right, I got freaking Soros in my brain, and dude, I'm getting paid to prank phone call the right wingers.
Say, you're blue pilled. I'm 2 aisles over in the flower aisle because I'm Bob's red pilled.
Oh. I mean, that's a great joke.
Those are good products.
That's a great joke.
own every one of their flowers,
Well,
I think. There's xanthan gum, all of it.
You know what? They actually do a pretty good gluten-free replacement, an all-purpose gluten-free.
Yeah, I use that, the 1-to-1.
Yeah, it's very good.
The King Arthur is pretty good as well.
I can't get on board with King Arthur. I don't think they do. I don't think they stay true to the source material.
And you did major. I don't know if people know that, but you majored basically in King Arthur.
I did. And that's why I can't fuck with that.
The Once and Future King, right?
Yeah.
Did you see Green Knight and did you love it?
I didn't like Green Knight.
Okay.
A little green for me. Not blue enough for me. I wanted to have more blue comedy in there.
I didn't see it because they were describing it like this. It's the story of King Arthur, but they made it so nothing makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely didn't do like anything of the original story of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, not to get into the weeds on this, you know? Like parts of it were there. It just was like, at least when I read it, it didn't seem that boring. And then when I watched it, boring as hell. What the hell? Boring.
I thought you were supposed to be like, oh, the costumes. Oh, it looks so cool. Someone made that.
I just didn't get to that point. I'm sure if I would have watched it 2 or 3 more times, I'd be like, oh man, these costumes. These are like Shrek costumes for real people. How do they get them like that? You know, who's the leather guy?
Who's the leather guy?
Who's the leather guy?
Yeah, well, I'm sure they took home Oscar hardware for that one, huh?
I don't think they did. Who did that? That's not... Who? We don't know who directed that. A24 directed that.
That's an A24?
Yeah, it has to be. Come on. It's not like it's The Witch or it's like...
They used their color palette. Are you going to watch A24 Nosferatu on Christmas Day?
I won't go to it on Christmas.
Dave Eggers?
Christmas Day. I don't think he's in it. But I will see it. I don't think he's in it at all. But I think he's behind the camera mostly.
Oh.
My guess.
Vampire.
So basically we have a vampire here, looks like real smooth, sharp teeth, big nose, scary guy.
That's how Eggers talks. Right?
Mm-hmm. I thought of an idea for...
You weren't listening to me at all. Yeah, you know, I know that you weren't listening to me at all because you immediately go, I actually was thinking of an idea. And I know how hard it is for you to think of these ideas. I appreciate for it. I like your hard work.
Yeah.
But then when I look over and you say that to me, I know that you weren't listening to me. A single word I said, you didn't even hear my fun accent.
Okay, do it again.
No, I don't want to do it again.
Well, so he's like a weird guy, big vampire, big teeth, bald.
Sounds a lot like you're Verstappen.
Yeah, it's just the Dutch that. I was doing the Dutch seaman guy, but go ahead, you go.
Oh, mine was like a improvement.
Oh, let's hear it.
We get Seth Rogen in this movie.
Yeah.
He plays Van Helsing. We renamed the movie Garlic and Herb.
Holy shit! But where are you gonna get like? Because it's a historical period piece, right?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna get like all the earthenware, clay pots and stuff that would be around, like what people would drink water out
Are
of?
you saying we're gonna have some natural product placement for houseplant brand?
Yes, sir.
That's how we vertically integrate.
We get in there. We're like, so I'd love to do this film, but do you guys have a clay pot guy yet? Because I actually I'm actually throwing bowls every day. Not weed. Piece of shit, dude. I'm sure we love Seth Rogen, though.
Yeah.
If he ever wanted to come on the show.
Yeah.
Like we would never like turn him down.
Well, if you had the choice, you have to have him or you have to have his frenemy Jonah. Who are you going to choose?
I mean, that's a tough. Honestly, it's a tough choice. Even with all the things that came out about Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
And all the things that I know about Seth Rogen, I honestly don't know which one I would want.
The only thing that came out about Jonah Hill is that he doesn't want his girlfriend to look at, talk to, or surf with other men.
Yeah. And if she is going to do that, which it's her job, which it is her professional job, she has to be fully clothed the whole time. Like, why couldn't she just wear a coat the whole time when she's surfing?
She could wear one of those North Face sleeping bag style coats.
Would be so easy to do.
Not too much to ask.
And it would look so sick on a surfboard.
It's actually showing that you love your partner when you do that. I think it would if it's down though, it is going to get heavy. You could get sucked to the bottom of the ocean.
Well, that seems like it'd be even better because if you fall off all that goose down, you're just basically a living goose at that point.
Damn.
You'd float over the undertow.
Exactly.
I'm actually mostly just thinking about the living goose. I'm actually thinking about the living goose.
What is her name? Like Ashley?
I don't remember anyone's name except for Jonah Hill in that story.
Imagine this surfer you hear about called Ashley the Living Goose.
Oh, and here comes the living goose, and she is shredding the pipe and it looks like, yep, that is the 2025 full body North Face -25 degree winter jacket. Probably would get first place at surfing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they judge that. I don't know if it's like snowboarding or what.
I think it's just like if you don't fall off the longest, probably.
You get a 10.
Yeah, and if you don't get what happened to that girl who the shark ate? I think a big
Blue
bite
Crush.
out of her arm, and then the shark traditionally then takes a big bite out of the surfboard too.
Takes a perfect bite out of the surfboard, like as a dessert, because surfboards look so sweet.
Did you know there's going to be so much shark play in Gladiator?
Did I know that there's going to be so much shark play in Gladiator? And the answer is no.
Sharks are one of the main characters of the side characters.
Sharks are one of the main characters of the side characters.
Mm-hmm.
In Gladiator 2.
Of the uncredited characters, I'd say they're one of the ones you notice the most.
Oh, because they flood the Colosseum.
Yeah, they do a naval battle.
And they get sharks in there?
They get sharks, lots of them.
How are they getting the sharks from the ocean into
hungry too. They're so hungry. Like you'd think that it wouldn't work that well because as soon as the shark eats one of the guys, he'd be full, wouldn't eat the rest.
Because they don't eat every day. Or do they?
I have no idea how often they eat.
I don't know that.
It can't be
if
that
it's based
often.
on teeth, then they eat all the time because they got so many teeth.
If it's based on teeth, then they're eating like hundreds a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it's a 1-to-1 based on teeth. 1 meal per tooth.
I don't know, man. I saw that Gladiator and I thought that Zack Snyder's got a lot of work to do because 300, he had the title, but now the enemy film Gladiator comes back with this.
I know, 300.
Ridley Scott's taking the lead. 300's got to step it up if they want to retake the crown.
300 feeling more like 75, 74 right now.
Burn. You take that, Zach.
That would make him cry.
Yeah.
That would make him cry. He cries about everything though, so it's not like it's a big deal.
You do agree those films are rivals, though?
Of course they are. It's the exact same plot.
Mm-hmm.
The exact same look and the exact same plot. Should we do a monologue or?
Oh yeah.
Is there anything bringing me in this week? And you can be honest with us. We're all your friends. We're your friends,
no,
Michael.
There's nothing. What would there be? I thought that you weren't doing monologues anymore.
I am.
Because of how people keep saying they don't want to hear him anymore.
Who name they? And then just raise your hand.
The analytics show a sharp drop off in viewers.
Our metrics do?
Yeah, the metrics show a sharp drop in viewers after the monologue.
So I've always noticed differently because when I go back and I look at the monologue, I feel like no one watches this part, which is why I like to just joke around at this part because no one's watching.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like to get it all out. And that's why I like to do the monologue, because I'm the only one that likes it. Because these are my words. This is my testimony. Like this, when I'm at the pearly gates with St. Penis, Peter, basically the same thing. I didn't even have to correct myself. Anyway, when I'm up there, he'll be like, well, what did you do with your life? I did like 100 monologues. I did like 100 little monologues, and almost none of them made any sense.
Right on the other side of the fence is Brian Thompson waving, "Come on, Louis, come in.
Get in here, dude. It rocks, man. It rocks, dude. You thought Mankato, you thought Maple Grove was neat? Heaven's way neater. You thought the pro kart in Maple Grove was cool? Wait till you see the pro kart in heaven. You think that guy ever went to pro kart with me? I was at Pro Kart Maple Grove a lot at one point, and he's from Maple Grove. Do you think he was ever there watching me race, being like, hope he crashes. Hope he crashes so I'm not covering that shit. Probably not. Anyway, anything bringing me in?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what goes on before this monologue because like I just said, we've done hundreds of them. You know exactly what you would need to play, and you know if you have something.
I don't, and I keep saying that, but then you keep suggesting that I do have something actually.
You have something in there.
Anything, just you don't want any song.
You have the old monologue intro thing. You have any of those AI celebrities that you like to fiddle.
Pop, what's the dead? I said, I beg your pardon? The Grateful Dead, Pop.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the monologue. Okay. A funeral home. Let's just wait, I guess, until the camera cuts over. 3, 2. A funeral home in Poland has apologized after a corpse it was transporting fell out of the hearse into traffic. Taps. Little taps would be nice for this. No word yet on whether or not the corpse has accepted that apology. Moment of silence, please. French lawmakers have passed a no-confidence vote against Prime Minister Michel Barnier and his cabinet. Barnier is expected to resign soon. I also have... I've got no confidence in French cabinets either. Did you know they keep canned snails in there? Nasty.
Don't be fooled by the French name, folks.
Nasty stuff, folks. Nasty. Escargot, more like this car can go to the next restaurant because the French one is cooking up snails. That's disgusting. You thought the cabinet of Caligari was messed up? You ought to see a French one, a French cabinet. You ought to look in there and see what they have. Anyway, good job to Macron or Le Pen, whoever it is this benefits the most. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you again. Thank you both. Thank you. In music news, a New Jersey governor reportedly faked his Spotify Wrapped to make it seem... Go out and smash it! Smash it! Let's burn the roof! To make it seem like he liked Bruce Springsteen. Then covered for himself by saying his actual Spotify playlist is not representative of his taste because he shares the account with his kids. In a similar story, former President Obama said that the reason his Spotify playlist looks the way it does is because he shares his account with a 35-year-old customer care manager at Zelle who is pretending to be bi. Oh, he's got Big Thief on there? What else he got on there? Slack? Is that Slack?
You got Lenny.
Lenny Bruce? One of Lenny Bruce's old albums? Or who? Wait, is the band Tennis on there? I can't read this from this far. What's the bottom right band?
Is the band Tennis on there?
Yeah, they're a band. Right? Right, Michael? In music news, rock legends. The Used have announced a 25th anniversary U.S. tour coming next year.
This is music news.
There he is. They're so old, they've gone from the used to the vintage.
This is music news.
In music news,
This is music news.
Consequence of Sound published a blockbuster news report titled Jack White wishes Meg White happy 50th birthday. Wow. That's so nice of him. I do love the white stripes. They make me feel so fresh and renewed. They join me every night while I soak in the tub. I collect all of their stuff too. I put it in put it all in my mouth. Oh, sorry, I meant the whitening strips. Not the white stripes, the whitening strips. I meant my whitening strips, crest whitening strips.
Oh, yeah.
What a flub on my end there. An apple? Cool news story, though. Congrats to Meg on that. Big 50.
This is music news.
David Bowie?
Yeah.
Wow. In music news, Consequence of Sound dropped the bombshell article, Jack White, How Our 2024 Artist of the Year Brought Mystery Back to Music. That mystery, of course, is, will they or won't they? Huh? Are they going to do it or what? In bird news, we're moving on to bird news. In bird news, the world's oldest known wild bird. What is how do they know it's the world's oldest known bird? How is that possible? The world's oldest known bird, wild bird, lays an egg in Hawaii at age 74. That bird is so old that when it wanted to get a bird's eye view, it needed to put on its cheaters. Do my own sound effects. It's so old that when the early bird came to get the worm, it found out that the bird had already been up for 2 hours. The other bird had already been up for 2 hours for no reason. 74. Jesus. I'm half that age and I couldn't lay an egg, and not because I'm a person, but because with the hot flashes you get at my age, I'd be laying an omelet. Can you imagine? Can you imagine giving birth at that age? I mean, I've heard of a bird in the hand beats two in the bush, but a bird using her hand to beat off her husband and then spray into her bush, and then she gets pregnant at 74, at age 74. Now I've heard everything. Now I've heard it all. Oh boy. There I go again. Oops, there I go again, speaking my twisted thoughts aloud. I recommend ending the monologue here before I utter any more of my disgusting thoughts about this bird. Go ahead and play the end monologue theme, please. So, go ahead and play the end monologue theme, please.
We ain't ever getting older.
We'll be right back after this.
Come on! It's our sacrifice, man. Come on!
Hello, my friend, we'll meet again. It's been a while, where should we begin? Feels like forever. Within
Okay. I forgot to put the curtain over the door now. Look at this illusion that has been dispelled. Look at this illusion that's been dispelled.
We
Just gonna leave it.
We can't
right?
enter and exit this room. We actually can do that.
I don't want people to know about this illusion. Here you go.
Don't you kind of feel like Stapp took what Vetter does and made it better?
Yeah, every day.
He's the better Vetter.
So they actually could find a better man. I thought of that joke while I was adjusting the curtain. So now the illusion's back. So I do want to ask the chat, what do you guys think about the Fantano stuff? Is that worth talking about? Do you think he really is into that, or is he... Give me an applause for that. Exactly. Thank you.
I think we already established no one knows or cares about him.
People know about Fantano, and I only know that because my algorithm serves him to me. And
we know he's got the needle drop. Turns out he's dropping that needle all over town.
Yeah, that does actually turn out to be true. I wouldn't be surprised if there were diss songs coming out about him, where he had a bunch of children that he had fathered that he's not raising.
I'm sorry if I implied that he's got a needle dick too. I didn't mean that. I'm sure he's got a Coke can.
Well, with that as the name of his show, I'm sure you wouldn't be the first person to imply that about him.
To call his show the needle drop, the needle dick.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I had a show where I was reviewing albums, that would be like the Coke can dilemmas, something like that, you know?
Yeah. I got a can of Campbell's Chunky Soup down there.
Yeah,
It's a 16-ounce can.
The pounder plays. That's what mine would be, because it's like a pounder. Anywho, welcome everyone to the show. We're happy to have you here. We are looking to talk about Jay Leno tonight, and wow, Jay Leno's gone through so much in the last few months, and it seems to me that no one is looking out for him, looking out for his best needs. He's been injured so many times, and of course I could talk about it and fill you in, but our investigative journalist team has put a video together to sort of walk us through the timeline from when this started with Jay Leno to now. And let's go ahead and take a viewing of that.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. A major scare for Jay Leno after flames shot out of one of his classic cars, sending him to the hospital.
Not again. Jay Leno, who's still recovering from severe burns he sustained in a fire in his garage last November, just revealed he got into a motorcycle accident.
What on earth happened to Jay Leno?
Oh, your poor face.
Look at my eye.
Oh my gosh.
The media wants you to believe that Jay Leno has suffered from 4 unrelated accidents over the last few months. But what's really going on? Look here as Jay Leno tumbles in a classic car with a famous stuntman. They tumble and tumble away, rolling over and over again. And on his motorcycle, Jay Leno is clotheslined. This has never happened to another person, let alone a well-known celebrity. And in this one, we're supposed to believe that Jay Leno's face was burnt to a crisp on accident. But this most recent event is the most unbelievable of them all. Tumbling down a small hill in Pennsylvania, Leno said that he was simply walking back to his hotel from a restaurant. Now, anyone could see that this hill was no formidable opponent for Jay Leno or really anyone who can walk. But look what it did to his face.
Look at my eye.
Oh my gosh.
And what's even more interesting is listen to the noise Jay said he made when he first slipped.
Let me take it down.
Now, is that the noise of someone who has innocently mistaken their step and fallen down a small hill? Or is that the noise of someone who has been hit in the face repeatedly, according to comedian Eddie Griffin?
And then that eye swollen up. It's swollen too nice for just to land on a rock, and then it just bruised the whole side of it. No. Them is constant punches in the eye.
Throughout the rest of this episode, we will investigate what's really going on with Jay Leno. Who are his enemies and who would want to do this to him? And is he really that unlucky, or is something else going on altogether?
Eubanks.
Who do you think? You think it was Eubanks?
Could have been Eubanks.
I think that's smart to think about this as an inside job. I think that if you're going to investigate this without bias, you need to start from those close to him and then move out for motive. Because this is obviously an attack on one of the comedy's legends, an attack on someone who is the mainstay at the Flappers Yoo-Hoo room. Let's not laugh at that. I can't have another phone call like that again.
It's just the name just makes me feel...
It should.
It fills me with laughter.
That's good. That's a good way to
It's a good
spin
association.
that. That's a great way to spin that. But he is, like, the Yoo-Hoo room is his room. You can't laugh every time I say Yoo-Hoo room or else we're fucked. You can't or we're screwed.
Funny, though. It's funny, okay?
Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to say it. Don't laugh.
They did a good job because it's a comedy club and you're laughing on their way in a fucking Yoo-Hoo room.
I'm so afraid to even laugh at it because I'm definitely going to have to clean the bathrooms again. Anyway, so Jay Leno headlines often, because this is the comedy club that's closest to his house, at the Yoo-Hoo room at Flappers Bar and Grill. Now, what? There he is. See? Now, I think that something we didn't talk about last week was that Jerry Seinfeld has been either unceremoniously asked not to come back to Flappers or is refusing to come back to Flappers in a way that I think that Jerry Seinfeld could very easily be implicated in this and is also one of Jay Leno's best friends. So let's just go through this real quick.
He doesn't live by Flappers. He lives by the store.
And he lives on the road, actually.
Huh? What road?
All of them. You know what he does? He's a car guy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. He lives in Beverly Hills and he lives close to the store.
Well, he had to move to Beverly Hills because of the fire, because he had to get a lot of work done. I'm not joking.
Okay. Sorry I interrupted you.
And I think that there's even more evidence if there's in the two shot, I believe there's a video of Jerry Seinfeld talking about this very incident.
Your friend Jay Leno, he had a thing. Yeah, I talked to him. He's fine.
So.
And Seinfeld is a car guy. There could be some jealousy going on here, some car envy.
He's also very honest, though.
He is.
You have to take that into consideration.
I think that he was very flippant with what had happened. That was right after the car fire on his face. And he's like, yeah, he's fine. Like, if that's your friend, let's say, Michael, you're a car guy. You're in your garage, which you often are, and one of your own cars shoots gasoline into your face and it starts on fire. And then you have to go get a whole new face. I'm worried about you. I'm not saying, oh, yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, it's not just like gasoline. Like, he's making it feel like seem like he spilled gasoline on his face. The gasoline ignited.
It ignited in the air while it was coming out, and then he was underneath it. You just look up a picture of his new face?
No, I just...
Your friend Jay Leno, he had a thing. Yeah, I talked to him. He's fine.
See?
He says on the car seat, the pillow melted to my face.
Yeah. Right.
Which I've never heard anyone call it the pillow, the headrest.
Often you're not calling it the pillow, but let me ask you this. Who knows more about cars? You or Jalen?
Yeah, I don't know.
You better start calling them pillow.
I know more about Mazda 3s, probably.
Yeah. I would say you probably know more about the Mazda 3 than Jay Leno does.
Just got some new Continentals on there.
Did you?
Yeah.
All season?
3 months ago.
Well.
Or 4.
All season, probably.
Yeah, all season.
Nice. You going to the Continental, huh?
Yeah. Went to Discount Tire on University Avenue in the parking lot of a Target.
Are they brand new tires, or?
Can you get used tires?
You can get used tires.
If you know the right person.
I mean, I'm assuming they're brand new, but I didn't ask the guy.
A lot of people won't do it.
Put the used on?
Yeah, they will
give them to me bald.
They go have an all-wheel drive vehicle. Like, well, they need to match. And it's like, nah, who cares?
Yeah, I'll carve my own little ridges in there if it's bald.
Well, they don't need to match.
They don't need to match.
Just trust me.
Just trust
my all
Travis over here.
vehicle's got 2 different sets.
Doesn't
I can't remember that.
It's fine.
Doesn't that misalign your steering column?
No.
How did
yeah.
Yeah, but that gives you a better camber. He probably did it strategically to where his rears are tilted a little bit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So if you're Tokyo drifting, it's actually helping you probably.
Yeah, it's good for cornering.
That's how he gets down to Mystic. I've seen it.
Nice. They're building a brand new entertainment center down there, 19,000 seat arena.
What's wrong with the one they have?
Do they have one? I didn't know they had one already.
Yeah, they're doing big shows down there.
Like what? Grammy Chesney?
Like Nelly.
Yeah.
Megadeth.
Good stuff.
You didn't know Megadeth played at Mystic Lake?
With Nelly?
I almost went. I should have. Megadeth is like $175, man. It's
what?
Insane. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Guys,
you just go over to Mystic Lake first and win the money.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, Mystic Lake, what I like about Mystic Lake is all the free concerts for me. So I go put in one slot, $175 easy. Out.
Going to see a show.
I go one tap. Thank you. And then I go to roulette. I go, green, green, give me green, give me green, give me green. And then it's green every time for me.
There's not green on there, is there?
00.
00 is green, the rest are red and black?
Yeah.
I've never played that or craps or any of the games. Besides the slots. And once I played poker with you at the table and that man kept getting mad at me.
He did get mad at you, but that's because you were...
asking the rules.
Yeah. He shouldn't have been getting mad at you.
No.
No. You were a child, basically.
Basically. I was probably, what, 25?
No, way younger than that.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
So
anyway.
It's like every turn you were asking, like, what is happening?
I think what you're doing was, what do you want me to do?
You know, what it was is I just watched somebody playing blackjack, and they kept asking, what's the book say on this one? So I was asking, what's the book say?
Sir, can't tell you that. There's no book on this one. They're just like a bunch of like, either like deadbeat Twin City guys like us, or they're like some farmers trying to like double his $80 at the poker table in Hinckley.
You're just jealous because they're having a good time doing key bumps out of the recessed filter on my parliaments.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that was what he's.
When you're at the table, they let you.
Yeah, they have to at Hinckley because of that big firestorm took out the whole city. They don't want any trouble up there.
Yeah, I'm talking. Oh yeah, that was at Hinckley.
That was at the Hink. Remember we would go up to the Hinckley because we all signed up for the rewards program. So then everyone had a birthday in May. So we'd always have a free hotel room.
Yeah, because they had a promotion where if your birthday's in May, you get a free hotel room.
Yeah,
it's an insane deal.
It was. I feel like they did take us to the cleaners a bit on that deal. We didn't end up paying like $60 for a shitty hotel room, but we did end up giving them hundreds of dollars in gambling.
Yeah.
So I do feel a little bit worse about that.
And I did no more than probably $40 worth of damage to that room.
We all damaged our rooms, though, I would say. You immediately came into the room and you took everything and threw it. You threw the trash can, you threw the pillows, you honestly threw everything in the room. Can you walk me through your headspace for that?
I was in beast mode. I woke up in beast mode that day.
Yeah.
I was about to go crush on the machines on video poker.
Cole and I had our stuff down. You came in and you threw all of our luggage around. You threw everything in the bathroom around. You were just throwing everything around.
I did this thing.
Taz mode.
He went Taz mode.
Oh, so that's why you don't like Taz.
Yes, because you remind me of him.
I was doing this thing that was pretty cool where I would... I
totally forgot you did this.
I would chug like a Summit beer. Yeah. Then I'd go, hey, watch this. This is going to be pretty cool. And then I would take the can and I'd throw it at the wall. Yeah. It would kind of explode.
Yeah, because there would always be a little bit left.
And then I'd look at you to see if you were like saying like, oh, that's cool. But you were not saying, you weren't saying that.
This is one of the one times where I'm like, well, this is our room that we're staying in. You could do, if we were in somebody else's room, of course this would be great.
Listen, this is 2 fulls.
Yeah.
We ruin one of these fulls. That's 3 boys in a full.
Yeah.
Even head to toe, sleeping head to toe, we're not going to fit.
We soak one of these beds of beer that we're both going to, 3 boys are going to have to be sharing a full bed.
Head to toe, we'd probably make it, I'd say.
You mean like sardine pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have done it, but we didn't have to. And that was the idea.
But I learned my lesson, probably won a bunch of money.
You didn't. You did not.
What about Jay Leno? What does it have to do with him?
Well, did you watch the thing?
Yeah.
So he's been under attack a lot. So let's just go through it. He was in the car with the stunt guy, and the guy didn't mean to roll it as hard as he did.
I mean, who's that stunt man? He's kind of my...
He's a legend.
Is he?
That's what I was told.
Well, I'm kind of thinking he's the guy at this point.
Jay Leno said doing a going up on two wheels with that stunt guy was his on his bucket list, and then he did it with a guy, and then the guy overdrove the car, and then they rolled forever. Yeah, he lost the rears, but two of the wheels were in the air already. And then they rolled, and then the guy, a producer walks over to him. He's like, "You okay?" And Jay Leno's just sitting there like this. Because they rolled real hard. You saw it.
Yeah.
And then
It seemed like it happened like a dozen times.
Yeah, well, that might have been a little trick editing on my part. But then he got lit on fire by his own car. And then after that, he was driving his motorcycle on a parking lot. And
Very happy on that motorcycle. He was smiling ear to ear.
Someone had a metal chain up, and he didn't see it. He drove right into it, and he broke half his ribs,
Clotheslined right off the thing.
knees, and his wrists, and his face.
Just like Chris Carrabba.
I don't know Chris Carrabba.
From Dashboard. He got in a very similar motorcycle
I remember
accident. Yeah.
Lacerated.
Broke both his arms.
You remember the song?
I'm getting a call right now from Zimmer Brett.
Oh, do you need to take it?
Who's that?
Yeah, take the call. I mean, you should take the call.
So,
Put on speaker.
Can we plug this
Hello?
into the...
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hey, this is website.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I may have just said your full name.
Okay.
Well, what's up?
You know, I just, I'm really glad that someone's investigating this thing because it's been bothering me for a long time. I just don't buy the official story.
Yeah, what is your thought?
Well, here's the thing. Jay's a fucking war hero. This guy single-handedly has won multiple wars known as the Late Night Wars.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Elvis, but yes.
I'm talking about Jay.
Yeah.
And now we're supposed to believe he got burned by a classic car. No one knows classic cars better than Jay. This doesn't add up.
I don't believe that. I really
such a good point.
don't believe that he would squirt himself with gasoline in his own classic car. Like, why would he be? Why was he down there squirting himself like that?
Right. And then it really looks like he got punched in the face a bunch.
It really does.
And I'm just wondering, has anyone questioned Conan about this?
That's
if anyone has an axe to grind, it's probably going to be Conan.
Has anyone checked Conan's knuckles?
No, they should.
Damage?
They should.
No one checked Conan's knuckles. No one's investigated this at all. They're just buying the official story. It's fucking horseshit.
And Conan's basically translucent. Like, if he punched anything, he would be bruised for months as well.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. He probably still has the marks.
I think so as well. I think Jimmy Kimmel was someone who we could look into as well here. We have an op list that we are getting to.
It's really...
Oh, you guys have an op list. Okay.
We got an op list for sure, dude, for sure.
It would be a class warfare, too, with Luigi Mangione, because Jay Leno, blue-collar guy. Conan writes for the Harvard Crimson.
Oh, shit. Wow. I didn't even think about that, class warfare. So Jay Leno's actually is blue-collar.
Mm-hmm.
He is, yeah.
I always thought that was a bit of an act, but he actually is blue-collar.
I mean, he's like decked out
He
in
doesn't
denim.
touch the Tonight Show money. You know that.
You said that in the Discord. I honestly didn't know what it meant. But so, like, why? So, can you go into that a little bit? That he's not touching the Discord money?
Well, he doesn't touch the Tonight Show money. Everyone knows that.
Why doesn't he?
I'm not sure. You'd have to ask him and Mavis.
That's his wife.
That's his wife, Mavis.
So you don't think that he touches any of the money that he made from the Tonight Show that he did for what 25, 30 years?
Yeah, he doesn't touch it. He doesn't touch the Tonight Show money.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Where does he get his money from?
You don't know about this, Louis? This is like a famous thing that they say about Jay Leno all the time.
He doesn't touch any of the money.
He doesn't touch the Tonight Show money.
What does he do with it?
I don't know.
I think he hoards it. I'm not sure. He's a blue-collar guy, so he probably is just under a mattress.
Damn. Probably in the back of one of those. Well, he won't own a Ferrari. He says he'll never own a Ferrari. So probably in one of his various Teslas.
Yeah. Well,
saving up for a new Tesla.
I like these things dry. These things basically dry themselves, huh, Kevin Eubanks? Then he looks over at Kevin. Kevin's like, I don't do this.
Crazy accent you just did for him.
That's Jay Leno.
Yeah, I'm a little suspicious of Eubanks as well, but Conan's kind of my main. I mean, I don't know. You guys are investigating. I didn't really do my homework. So
Well, there was basically a
I'm just glad
conversation
someone's looking
between Conan and Jay Leno that was like, Conan, you're not such a bad guy yourself. I wouldn't mind seeing you on the Tonight Show. And then behind his back, I'm taking the show back from him. He doesn't deserve 10 p.m. Like that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, obviously, if you were Conan, you might want to burn his face or something.
Burn his face, break his ribs, punch his face continuously, as Eddie Griffin said.
Maybe pay a stuntman to be like, hey, I'm just going to go up on 2 wheels. Hop in. We're just going to go on 2 wheels.
Wrong.
That's on your bucket list, right?
Yes.
Flip the car a bunch.
Yeah, flip it 12 times.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
I just don't believe the official story, and I'm just really glad that you guys are looking into it. Finally, someone's looking into it. So.
Thank you, website.
Yeah, no problem.
He speaks way slower after the 12 rolls
I noticed
as well.
that, yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
Oh, no. Like that. Shit like that. So.
Shit like that for sure.
Mavis, we gotta get groceries today. I want dog food. He's dog food now. You know that?
I'm gonna take my 15-liter V16 to the store. Oh, it sprayed me with gasoline. I'm on fire.
I can't believe I started a fire when I owned 3 vintage fire trucks. He does.
Petey Flowers sounding ass.
Petey Flowers sounding ass roast him.
Yeah, I mean...
Piece of shit.
You'd have to be a fucking idiot to believe the official story, so...
I think so, too.
Yeah,
I think so, too.
I just want to say thank you to you guys, and I love you guys. And,
Thank you.
The monologue was really good.
Thank you,
Your
website.
impression was really accurate and it was good.
Thank you.
And that's basically it. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, thank you for the call. All right.
Bye, website.
Bye, website.
Now, how did website get the direct line?
When you're in the Patreon, you get it.
It's part of the 2 membership.
When you're in the Patreon, you get it.
You get all those personal details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you sign up for the OnlyFans, you can text the model 5 cents.
Maybe we should open up the phone line so people are trying to call in.
You can actually call Louis for 50 cents.
It's exactly set up like that.
Swinging, loving, and hugging.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, bro. I guess that adds 2 people to the op list. That adds Jimmy Kimmel, who was part of the Late Night Wars. Actually adds 3 people because it also adds David Letterman to the Late Night Wars. David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, and
Dealership Dave Letterman.
Dealership Dave.
I hate those dealerships.
And he's so
They're
jealous
ripping you
about
off.
he's so jealous about Jay Leno's heart since he had like 5 quintuple bypass surgeries. David Letterman, and Jay's never had a single heart surgery. That's good. And now you take a pencil. Like fuck you, dude. Make a joke. Like just do jokes.
Are these your drums? You know that?
No.
He says that every musical guest.
What does he say?
Are these your drums?
Why? You bring your own drums?
He loves drums, man.
Really funny. The hell? Jay Leno used to just do simple newspaper headline jokes. And that's all anyone wants.
It was, just literally pointing out typos in the newspaper.
And that's so funny. That's Flappers. That's Flappers Yoo-Hoo stage stuff.
And sometimes if you look at the paper and there's no typos, you can make a typo pretty quick.
You just do whatever you want. Easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got the phone number up. If anyone wants to call in and you have any theories on Jay Leno, you have any information you want to give us, any tips, this can also be a tip hotline. Any tips that you have on Jay Leno that will help us crack this case.
Any suspects?
Any suspects at all. Like we'll definitely be willing to take that. I don't think we're quite to the point like, I don't know if anyone follows the Zodiac murderer case very well. We're not like nailing it down to like anyone like an Arthur Lee Allen at this point or anyone like that. We're still really piecing this thing together and seeing where the leads take us.
I'm kind of interested. I know he doesn't have like a, like an actual axe to grind with Jay, but Howard Stern is very close to Jimmy Kimmel, and I'm interested if they work together in some way.
I don't trust
it. Is there any evidence of that? Can I ask you that?
I do remember a little bit of a story where Leno was on Howard's show, This was 90s, and he asked.
God, what a clash of titans.
I know it was, and I was really excited about it. This is why I was so disappointed, because I really wanted to hear that conversation. Because at the time, I knew that eventually I was going to have a call-in show where I would talk to 8 people, and Jay Leno gets on, walks in the room. First thing Howard says is, "Hey, Jay, you want to ride the Sibian?" And Jay's like, "No, I'm not riding the Sibian." And every guest rides it on that show.
Even Madam Vice President rode it.
Yeah. And he wouldn't do it, so then they didn't end up talking. They canceled the interview, and I was just missing that, for my life. I really wanted to hear what they were going to talk about. They wouldn't let us. They didn't want us to have that because Howard Stern is very rude.
Well, he's such a good interview too. He probably would have got some nasty details out.
Of course.
Jay talking about how many times he jacks off and stuff.
That's every episode of that show. What do you do every day? How many times a day? It's like, I just want to talk about my new album. Right when you wake up, lunchtime thing, or what is it? Honestly, we just got this new album. We're really proud of it. You do it 3 times. And then Robin's just laughing. Yeah, he does. He does 3 times. That was when Bruce Springsteen was on.
And they had him lead the Sibian too.
He rode it like a pro. He's a cowboy. You seen in that denim with that handkerchief in the back?
Yeah. He put his thumbs in his belt loops and just went to town.
Come on, little Howard, as your Sibian, I'm gonna ride that thing all night long. Just like that.
Didn't he get arrested? He's had his own motorcycle gaffes recently because he was drinking tequila on it.
He did tequila DUI.
Classic motorcycle gaff.
He did a Bruce Springsteen tequila DUI. And he got in trouble for that, but not too much trouble because he's the boss.
How do you know it's tequila?
He admitted to it. He said he found some fans on the side of the road. They gave him 2 shots of tequila, and then he drove away on his motorcycle.
I got immediately.
He's like, "What am I gonna do? Say no?"
I mean, he's got a point. It's extremely rude to say no.
There's a point that you haven't made yet that really, I think, hammers home this idea that these aren't accidents. These are things being done to him, and it's when he fell down that little hill. Somehow, his fingernails were ripped off of one hand.
Which is like the most classic, like if you owe a debt, like that's like the first thing they do.
It's the fingernails, and they tell you next time it'll be the whole hand or whatever.
Yeah. Demo in the chat. Episode 11 aired June 25th, 2003.
Is that Jay Leno and Howard Stern?
That must be.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Demo. That's very good. That's actually very good.
I'm gonna Google that later.
Yeah, me too.
After my wife goes to sleep, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys, does everyone have a Sibian at home? Or is that just big Howard Stern fans?
What is yours? I can't.
I never got one because I wasn't part of the fan club enough. I didn't get like enough whatever you're supposed to collect. I think just Jimmy hats. Then you send him into Howard Stern and he sends you a Howard Stern signed Sibian.
What? I don't know what a Sibian is.
It's like a cowboy rides like a horse on a saddle.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is just the saddle. And then there's a little nub in the middle of it and it vibrates. You gotta sit on that.
Like at the bar where they've got like the mechanical bull. It's like that.
So yeah, but imagine that smaller.
But it's not moving.
Doesn't move. Well, a part of it moves really fast, but not a lot of distance is traveled.
So
it vibrates.
Like the horse ride outside of the grocery store kind of thing, put in a quarter.
Similar to that.
A lot more.
But it's honestly, the technology is different. Like the technology is a little bit more advanced. And this is an adult's ride. I think he got David Spade to ride that thing too. That was a good episode.
Should I look it up? I can't tell what this thing is.
Look it up.
How do you spell it?
And then go to his camera.
How do you spell it?
S-Y?
It should autofill from there.
It really did.
Did it?
No. Let's see. Nothing rides like a Sibian.
That's a hell of a tagline.
Huh.
Right. Isn't that kind of interesting?
Like a doorknob coming off.
That's a great way to describe it.
The hood of a grill.
Yeah. Tom, I'm looking at what you're looking at right now, and the technology's changed a lot since when I saw it. Why is it just a doorknob? Was there a doorknob on it? I guess if you have the doorknob attachment, then if people come over and you're embarrassed about it, be like, oh, that's just where I spin my new doorknobs.
Now, this is something I haven't seen before.
Let's hear it.
The Wikipedian for a Sibian features a video that says a woman demonstrating the use of a Sibian.
Ooh.
And I didn't know that this kind of thing would go on a Wikipedia page.
No, that shouldn't be on there.
Well, it's just education.
Well, of course I have the phallus here. It comes with
Huh.
Well, of course, this is the phallus. I mean, I don't know why you guys need to look that up.
So the doorknob, that part is called the phallus.
Yeah, that's just a doorknob. Although the Sibian was featured in many pornographic video productions, beginning in the early 2000s, primarily on the internet, the device came to prominence on the Howard Stern show after the show switched to Sirius satellite radio. So...
Wait, so the Howard Stern was having Luke David Spade ride one of these on his show?
Yeah.
Huh.
Bruce Springsteen. I think Colin Powell
Hey,
wrote it.
when you're bagging tens like David Spade, you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. They let you get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
They let you ride it.
People want to see it.
And like they had to get a smaller one for David Spade, obviously.
They're not a one size fits all.
No, he's just short. Like it just looked weird because his legs were dangling off the side.
Wish I could get like the Fantano model that's got a Coke can on there.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Plaid Coke can on there.
Coke can and a tongue is going crazy.
You can get a yellow plaid can. This show's gone blue this last couple of weeks. This show's gone blue in the winter, and that's fine. But there should be a red plaid one too that doesn't feel good or something.
Yeah.
Because red plaid means bad album, right? Right.
I've never watched 1 second of the needle drop. I don't know.
I don't either. I just one time we referenced Fantano on here or something, and someone said if he's wearing a yellow plaid shirt, then that's a good album. If he's wearing red plaid's bad.
I've seen so little that I feel like if I heard his voice for 1 second, I would probably be shocked by how it sounds.
I think you would. I actually watched some Fantano thing the other day that I got served up. And
what's that voice like? Deep, high pitched?
I think it's mid.
Maybe like that voice you were doing before.
That's actually pretty similar. Actually, I'm not joking. You've seen it.
Like that, like a Jay Leno impression you were doing before.
It's actually pretty good.
It does sound like him. I mean, he doesn't do like an old timey thing like I was
doing.
doing.
The like gangster, old timey gangster.
Yeah, if you take away the Bugsy murder guy,
make it less film noir.
Yeah, and you talk about more like what Rat-a-tat was doing. You'd have
talk
it.
About how the new FKA Twigs single is so good.
Say it.
No.
That's he would, and Fantano wouldn't do it either on command like that. No, he's got a lot of respect for himself. He the thing that I did watch with him is that he did debate. I think it's the Here Comes the Boom Kid, his uncle.
The Rizzler?
No, they're not the same people. I did see a lot of internet drama when the Here Comes the Boom Kid doxed the Rizzler's real name.
His real name's not the Rizzler?
Not at birth. I think his real names might be like Bradley Roblox or something. Thomas Fortnite.
I don't know what Here Comes the Boom guy is. When I search it, it's Kevin James boxing movie.
I think I don't understand the reference as much, and I always call him the Here Comes the Boom Kid.
I totally get it. I am in. I support this guy.
Here Comes the Boom Kid. Reviews Costco. We bring the boom is what it's called.
Yeah, and double chunk chocolate cookie.
Oh, it's just those Costco people.
Yeah.
It's Costco guys.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I've heard about it. And I know I've heard that they're enemies of the Rizzler.
Well, I think they had a falling out because the We Bring the Boom Kid doxed the Rizzler's real name on the stream.
But, I mean, that's kayfabe.
So what's his name?
I think it's like Brian. Honestly, I think so.
That Big Justice is his name, guys. Come on.
Wait, this kid's name is Big Justice?
Yes.
This is Big Justice? I always thought his name was We Bring the Boom Kid.
It's Big Justice, man.
Wait, wasn't Big Justice also beefing with Baby Gronk?
Yeah, for a little bit, yeah.
Whoa.
And I think your brother was involved in that. Was your brother involved in that? Or am I thinking of another super baby?
You're thinking of a different super baby with Hezbollah.
Yes.
Well, my brother had a lot to. I don't know what ended up doing on with that.
Is Rizzler old like Hezbollah?
No, Rizzler's. Well, no, Rizzler's just like a 12-year-old boy.
He's like 7.
Is his name Hezbollah?
No, that's the political group in Syria.
His name's Hasbullah. Hasbullah.
Yeah, your brother was trying to organize a fight between Baby Gronk and Hezbollah.
No, just a regular baby, like a regular baby.
Trying to ship the Rizzler off to Lebanon to fight for Hezbollah.
It's like that one kid that was doing the gritty for Ukraine. What are you doing, son? We're hitting the gritty for Ukraine. And it hasn't worked yet.
I don't mean to turn the show into Joey's ideas that make me laugh, but he also had an idea for an Ultimate Goon Fighting League. Do you remember this?
Yes.
With ex-hockey NHL goons.
Yeah.
And it was like an MMA ring, but it was ice.
It was all ice.
And then they just
He had like schematics printed out for the ring.
He had a guy that was like building the ring.
Can't believe that never happened. Wow.
Honestly, one of the best ideas I've ever heard.
It's a great idea. Probably should still happen.
A lot of those guys need money and jobs.
And like the word goon is like more popular than it's ever been. For different reasons. Well, we still probably need to talk about Jay Leno more, even though I'm actually a little bit guilt-stricken and upset. All came into me. Let's just say we're sorry.
This camera you got is nice. Is that new?
Yeah. Look at your camera. It's new as well. Well, that was my old camera, and now I got my new camera.
That's some Timo bullshit right there. You got the good ones.
That's not from Temu. You say Temu?
Yeah.
It sounded like you said T-Mobile.
Where'd you get it?
T-Mobile. No, I shot that entire film with you standing next to me on that camera.
So it's not new.
No, it's not. That one's new.
Yeah.
That one's not new. That camera right there has been in the room with you for 4 years.
When are you going to do like a behind the scenes and show some of this stuff, all your equipment? You're a gear guy.
Once we reach 500 subscribers.
Oh, any day
I'll
now.
show the Sibian. I'll show the Howard Stern Sibian. I'll show my writing vid. And then...
I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well just do a day in the life video.
I'll do a day... At 500 subscribers, I'll do a day in the life video. I'll do a full 24 hours. You come with me, you see every single thing that I see.
Like 24 hours on the Sibian?
Yeah. I'll do tennis on the Sibian. Will
you do a boyfriend simulation?
I'll do boyfriend simulation. Easy. What do I do for that?
It's just like some guy pays you to pretend to be his boyfriend, and he can text you and call you whenever he wants.
Of course. Subscriber number 500 gets the boyfriend simulation. That's free. But what are we at now? Oh, 196. So that won't be happening for a while.
3 weeks.
Anyone that's watching right now could subscribe, try to get us up there. Try to get up there, get those Sibian views, get those boyfriend emulations.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Website in the chat, a try-on hall,
I'll do all my try-on stuff. I just got a lot of good stuff. A lot of people want to see that.
Masks. You got a lot of good masks.
I got a lot of good stuff. Got a lot of good stuff people would like.
Just got a new loot crate. It's filled with little toys from my fandoms.
Yeah, dude. I would love to show off my my Pop-O-Funk. What's it called?
A Funko Pop.
Funko Pop collection. I got all Grateful Dead.
I got Hawk
Funko Pops. I got Hawk 2 on there. Who do you have? Who's your best Funko Pop again? Who did you just get?
I don't collect those things. Those are too freaky.
Didn't you just get a Gretzky?
I don't collect those things. Those are things too freaky.
Yeah, he's getting so bashful. You're so shy that I thought you were bashful. You were. You're being so shy that I thought you were bashful. Comment on that. What?
Those things are too freaky for me.
He loves them. He's always sending me the new one he gets. He goes, "This is an unboxing vid for Louis."
You don't take them out of the box. You can't take them out of the box.
That's why I'm saying, don't send me these. Don't send me these. Don't send me these. And you're like, This is Amy Winehouse. Funko Pop.
And this is Amy Adams. These will go on the Amy shelf together.
Obviously, these are at the beginning of my stash because they're the A's, Amy Adams.
This is Amy Adams' Arrival Edition. Here she's making the ink blot in the sky.
Here she is. She is one of the only ones that knows not to teach the aliens war. Look at that. You're always talking like that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, moving down the line, here is the Snowplow Edition Jeremy Renner. This one is mangled.
He is pantsless.
He is pantsless. He was driving his own snowplow. It doubled over on him.
And here's my Hillbilly Elegy Amy Adams.
This one actually is worth a lot right now. When are you going to start doing when are you going to start sharing those with other people besides me?
I don't collect those things. Those freak me out.
You can tell. I think me, Michael Doth protest too much.
It's a little bit of overcompensation.
Yeah.
Oh, I found a new Amy. I found a new Amy.
Okay.
Of Funko Pops.
Hmm?
Amy from Pitch Perfect.
Oh, no way.
The Australian girl.
No way. Is that even out?
Yeah, that's for $12 on Mercari.
That'll go really good with my Rumor Willis's. And my Anna Kendrick's.
Oh, yeah.
I have the Twilight Anna Kendrick Funko Pop. I have the Pitch Perfect ones, obviously, with the little cups.
Yeah, cups.
Stacking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the Howard Stern Anna Kendrick one yet.
There's one of an Amy Funko Pop that's from Sonic. Now, do you know the Sonic Hedgehog that's just called Amy?
I know. Let me just tell you the ones that I know.
She appears to be Shadow's girlfriend.
So I know Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, Sonic.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know any Amy's. That seems like a name that maybe doesn't fit in. It's like maybe if Shadow had a fake girlfriend at a different school, that he would just be like, oh, it's Amy.
Tails.
There's a big
Sonic.
Jim Carrey.
Knuckles. Amy.
And the Jim Carrey guy.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Robotnik.
Yeah. How they named that guy?
I don't know.
How they named that guy?
Now, there's an Amy Adams Funko Pop from Harley Quinn, and I know that she's not in that movie.
No, she's not in that.
I went to see it at the movie theater.
Oh, you saw that live?
Yeah, it's called like Harley Quinn Birds of Prey.
Saw that at the theater?
Yeah. St. Anthony, Maine.
Did you?
Yeah, I walked there.
It's just so interesting because...
Because why?
Well, I'll let you finish.
It's actually called Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Damn. Well, we're up to 197. We could be getting a Sibian video very quickly, or at 197.
At this rate, that you're averaging like one per 5 minutes then.
Yeah, if we could get like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And honestly, like people have so many Google accounts these days, it's like almost just that easy to just make a new YouTube account.
If only there was some way of just like buying them.
Yeah.
If only there was some way of just buying them.
It's almost like, I don't want to do this because people are actually getting in trouble for this, but if you'd be like, if I don't get to 500 subscribers, I hope that I don't do a Luigi. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what would this mean to do a Luigi?
And I absolutely don't want to go further into it because people are getting in trouble for this, but I think that this sort of context speaks for itself.
I thought it was a Mario Tennis reference.
It's a Mario Tennis reference.
Because he's really good at serving.
Because he's so good at serving.
He's really good at serving.
And honestly, some people are turned the other way when he's serving and he hits them right in the back. That's from tennis? Damn. You're supposed to grunt.
It's from the little mics on the tennis court.
You're supposed to grunt.
Waluigi, all right. Yeah.
I'm telling people just say all right. They don't say all right. That's what the Japanese got Italian so wrong.
They actually do in Italy. You have to talk like that.
Damn.
I hate Luigi now after hearing some of these clips.
Yeah. I never liked him.
So arrogant.
He's always played second fiddle to Mario, dude. I'm a main character. I always like the main character in every single thing.
Oh no, you have main character syndrome. Oh my god, he admitted it.
I don't mind, honestly. You're all just characters in my story.
Oh shit.
My life's a movie, dude.
So Matt in the chat said that those are all Waluigi. Michael, what have you got to say for yourself?
Fuck
They're
you.
the same fucking character.
Same bullshit,
Don't
dude.
even come at me with
What am I
this
gonna
dork
do?
shit.
It's like being like, no, actually, that's a different X-Men. Who gives a shit?
Right. They're all rogue. I don't fucking know.
I don't care. Don't they all switch? Like, they're shapeshifters, aren't they? I don't gives a shit.
Yeah, because Magneto or whatever goes around in the wheelchair and does this to his mind, and then he makes new X-Men.
Yeah, who cares?
He's like, oh, there wasn't somebody called like Cloud Guy, so I just made one.
Yeah, it's like
he has cloud powers.
Yeah, he does cloud powers, and he can make it misty in here. If you think that it's actually that'd be pretty sweet because it's so dry in Minnesota right now.
And this guy is like a blue German acrobat, and he goes. Pfft.
That is maybe one of the worst characters ever written. Nightcrawler.
That's Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
Give me the Gyllenhaal Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Put that guy in.
Now that's an X-Man.
Yeah. If they can make an X-Man force of all Gyllenhaal characters, Zodiac.
Yep.
Brothers.
Holy shit.
Donnie Darko.
Donnie
Darko. He gets the rabbit as his power.
Yeah, he gets the rabbit as his power.
He gets the rabbit as his power, and Tears for Fears soundtrack comes with him. Right?
Oh, of course.
He also is in
No, they're getting.
He's also. We also get Jarhead, Jake Gyllenhaal.
But we're not going to want those Tears for Fears because they're in a lot of heat right now because they made their AI album.
Did they really?
Yeah.
It sucks.
Wait, what is it really bad?
Yeah.
They made an AI album?
I mean, like, any album after Songs for the Big Chair is ass.
Yes.
But Songs for the Big Chair?
Fucking
one of the
so
best
good.
albums of all time. Except for I Believe. Except for I Believe. Skip I Believe.
I kind of like that song.
It's so bad.
I kind of like it.
I believe. Shut up, dude. Let's get some drums on here.
You just told... I wasn't singing. There's no drums. Okay, now I get why he doesn't like it. This guy needs percussion to tell time. You know?
I don't even know what's going on. I can't clock this.
The problem with Travis is he can't clock I Believe by Tears for Fears. He can't clock it, dude.
It just doesn't make sense.
He can do Tool. He can't do Tears for Fears. He can do Danny Carey. Who's the Dream Theater drummer guy? Dave Portnoy?
Dave Portnoy,
Oh my
yeah.
God, dude.
The guy from Barstool.
I'm so... They have similar names, all right? I didn't get that wrong, did I? Mike Portnoy.
But I love saying Dave Portnoy.
I actually can't stand that, man.
He's the worst guy.
Oh my God. Website won't bite. Everyone knows the rule. One snare, everyone knows the rule. I wish a lot of those people would take that. One tom, everyone knows the rule is what I wish everyone would do. Jesus Christ.
There's some comments about gamer erasure, and that's not possible. I'm a gamer now. I'm a big gamer. I taught you about a game recently.
What was it?
It's called God of War. It sucks.
You didn't teach me about God of War.
And it's
We're
about
on the tennis court. And you're like, you know about God of War? And I go, yeah. You go, well, here's what it is. You tell me what it is. I played the whole thing. Liked it. It's fine. But you go ahead.
After I told you, you played the whole game.
Yeah. No, I played the whole game before you even brought it up. I played the whole game maybe almost 12 years ago.
You had never heard about it when I talked about it. And I was like, there's like this character, and he's a Greek guy, but he lives in Norway.
Okay, go on.
And then I played another game, even worse, called Pacific Drive. And that's something Jay Leno probably wants to play.
What was that about?
You're in a car in the Pacific Northwest, and you're stuck in the garage, and you can't figure out how to open the garage to get to the mission. Because you have to do crafting, and I can't figure out how to get out of that garage.
I like that game.
I like that game.
You could get out of the garage?
I got out of the garage.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
It keeps telling me to go to Sierra, and I can't figure out how to get out of the garage.
You gotta put... Did you open the hood of the car?
Yeah, it's got an engine in it, and everything's fully repaired.
You get the repair gun?
What's the repair gun?
Travis.
It's in the locker.
Travis.
The locker.
The locker's on the left.
Yeah, but there's nothing in there.
Repair gun.
The only stuff that's in there is stuff that I took the scrapper to the broken car, and I got the metal sheet pieces off of it.
Did you get the, there's like a energy charger in the dumpster?
No, I didn't get the energy charger from the
You
dumpster.
can't leave the garage. You can't go to the
Oh,
dumpster.
you can't even do it.
This is why I'm saying this game sucks.
Do you slop any paint on there with that repair gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit feels good. What, you said you couldn't find the repair gun?
It just lies. There's just lies happening.
I slapped some paint on there with the repair gun.
Hell yeah. Respect. How far did you make it up PCH?
Huh?
Pacific Coast Highway.
Is that in the game?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. The game's in the woods.
The game is like, drive to this anomaly. Drive to the
Oh
anomaly.
yeah, there's like the most annoying people you've ever heard going like, "Hey, boss, we got an anomaly coming on. It's got a remnant attached to her."
Bosh, we gotta get this thing and scrap it. Because yeah, you could take it back, put it in your car. Your car's rusty right now, boss, by the way. You gotta fix that. Sucks.
Sucks.
That's the climate up there, though. All that humidity in the air, you're gonna rust. It's almost the same as us having so much salt on the road. How are you fighting salt on the road?
How am I fighting it?
Yes. Are you letting your car rust and corrode?
I'm sure I am. I'm not doing anything about it. Are you doing some kind of salt rinse when you get home from driving?
I have a jack. I jack my car up, and I have a little board I slide underneath, and I have a hose, and I'm just spraying. I'm covered in it. I'm just covered in corrosion and water, and I'm spraying, and then I'm out.
It's good for the skin, though.
Yeah, look at me.
The salt, yeah.
It already got brined at that point, though. Is this spraying it off isn't going to do anything?
I'm licking it. I'm licking it. Ooh.
Give it the old Fantano treatment.
Ooh, this tastes like Anthony Fantano's favorite cacio e pepe. His basement cacio e pepe. Would love to go to a restaurant from him.
With him? Probably go to a Linea.
Oh, his restaurant.
Fantano's?
Yeah.
Yeah, Linea.
Why would he go to a Linea?
This restaurant.
He has bad taste. I guess Linea sucks too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is that the one that was in the bear?
Yeah, technically.
It's the one where you famously, at the end, they're like, okay, now you have to eat the table.
Okay, no. We didn't tell you this before, but I hope you're still hungry. Your entire chair is edible. It's edible bark. They're like, oh, it's just bark? I'm like, yeah, but you can eat it.
And I'm whispering to my wife, just wait till we get out of here. The underwear are edible, too.
Granny chats is like this. Who gave him? Get over here. Who gave that table the edible undies? That was for me.
Do they still sell those at Spencer's Gifts, you think?
Yeah, for sure. If Spencer Gifts is still open, then they have edible underwear. That's a constant.
They gotta stay open because somebody needs to sell black lights and fake
dildos.
dog poop.
Someone has to sell dildos in the Roseville Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has to sell dildos in the Roseville Mall, and it's going to be Spencer's. Or even in Southdale.
Harmar? I don't think so. They just lost their home goods.
Did they?
Yeah.
What a loss,
It
dude.
moved up north by Five Below, near the Heavenly Ham.
I just saw Five Below for the first time, and I don't understand.
Just had it explained to me. I haven't been in one, but the idea is everything there costs less than $5.
Five Below.
Mm-hmm.
But you live in Minnesota. It sounds like that everything in there is for only cold temperatures.
I thought it was like luxury coats, like an Arc'teryx.
Yeah.
But
Five
it's
Below.
not.
No. So isn't it just? So then it's just the Gap.
It's just a dollar store.
Oh, but for clothes?
But for any items that's under Five Below.
Dildos?
Maybe.
No, it can't. Isn't it just? It's just clothes.
Whenever I drive to Green Bay from here,
yeah,
I go past this huge dildo warehouse, and attached to it is a restaurant called the Juicy Shrimp Shack.
Never stopped in for a bite?
Yeah, you ever getting any of that?
I want to every time. I'm like, man,
would, dude.
this central Wisconsin shrimp.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They have a huge billboard that has like a shrimp on fire on it.
How do you know it's a dildo factory?
It's like one of those ones that are for truckers, you know, like for pervert truckers. They're like, I've been driving all day.
I gotta get in there and bust.
I gotta bust. I hope they have the rooms where I put in a quarter and I get to see a lady sit on a chair.
That's just the plot of Paris, Texas.
Yeah.
That's just the plot of 4 hours of Paris, Texas. Thank you, Vim. Thank you, Vim vendors, for that. I do like the colors.
Love that
cinematography.
Movie. Yeah. We all love Marfa, don't we?
Harry Dean Stanton goated with the sauce.
Who is that?
He's the main guy. He's the quiet guy who starts talking eventually.
Oh, yeah. That guy's great.
Well, we didn't really talk about Jay Leno enough.
Oh, he just celebrated a birthday.
Isn't he dead?
But if he was alive, he
Oh,
would have
okay.
just celebrated a birthday back in July.
What day?
14th.
Scum.
What is your? You don't have to dox it.
I can't talk about it.
I will say it. I do know.
You think I want people to know my birthday? I'd rather none of my friends say anything to me on my birthday, and I get sad.
Michael, do you care to comment on that?
No, I'm pretty similar.
Was your birthday recent?
No recent event.
Huh?
Did you have a recent birthday?
No, I was saying Harry Dean Stanton did.
In July.
Yeah, back in July. Well, he's recently going to have half birthday.
Dead.
Half birthday soon. Is what I meant to say is that he's got a half birthday coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if he was alive.
Do you want me to sing you happy birthday? No. Not because your birthday was recent. Don't look at your phone like it's time to go. What don't you like about birthdays?
I don't dislike birthdays.
Yes, you do.
I just don't see what the point is. We've all got one. It's literally what we've all got.
Well, we want to celebrate you.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Well, your friends kind of want it.
What's to celebrate? So see, there's the problem is that you're admitting it that it's not about me.
It is about you. It's about me being like, well, wow, look at this friend I have. I like him.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So, like, theoretically, let's just say, Michael, you had any progeny. Would you celebrate the birthday?
Well, that would be up to the offspring, wouldn't it?
So
when the offspring got old enough to decide.
But you wouldn't have a birthday for a child until then.
At like 1, let's say.
When they don't even know what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't even speak yet?
No, they don't speak at all. Well, I don't know. It's your kid. Could be smart.
Goo goo gaga. Goo goo gaga. Change my diaper. No, you think I'm going to give you a birthday? I don't know.
Grow up. Maybe when my kid's reciting Kubla Khan by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, I'll be like, okay, we'll get you a cake.
Like, what are we going to do? Fucking go to laser tag? You can't walk. Oh, though I could strap you in a baby Bjorn over my vest, I'd be invincible in there.
Yeah, no one can shoot the sensor.
They're shooting gamma rays into your child. They're shooting gamma radiation into your child.
You think the laser tag guns are shooting gamma rays?
They are. It's all gamma radiation. It's just all on the spectrum. I think it's more harmful for very young children, is my guess. Like how you're not supposed to like what I wanted to do when I grow up, and this is why I'm not having kids, because I always wanted to hold my kid up and show the kid what's going on in the microwave. And you're not supposed to do that.
Why not? It's not like you're putting them in it.
No, I'm not putting them in it, but I guess they absorb.
They seep it.
It seeps. The radiation seeps.
Plus, in laser tag, there's all that fake smoke that smells really good.
Fog.
It's going to be new to the kids. So they're just going to be
you think
inhaling that brand new smell.
Then they're going to ask for that at home.
You think that one of the big reasons you don't want to take a child that could be your own to laser tag is because they might get addicted to the fog smell.
I'm saying that's one consideration you would have to take. You'd have to keep in mind before you're booking this birthday party.
That is something to think about, I think. If you had a kid and your kid is going to have a first birthday, what kind of food would you get?
Carrots and peas or whatever?
Mushed.
Yeah, mushed, of course. They can't eat them raw. They're not old enough to do baby-led weaning.
Mushy peas, a British birthday meal.
British staple.
Two shows in a row we've brought up mushy peas.
I love peas. I'm a big pea head. I only eat sugar snaps, though. I'm not getting any of those flat peas. No, thank you. Snow peas, get out of town.
They taste like shit. They're bitter.
It's just the pod. There's hardly a pea in there at all.
Hardly a pea in there at all.
There's
they got like a
hardly
little
pea in there
Anthony
at all.
Fantano in there. I kind of want the opposite.
Yeah, kind of.
I kind of want Fantano to attack us.
Total hard one.
Yeah, that fucking snow peas are like a tiny green one. What did you just do? Spill on your computer?
No.
Okay, well, you look so concerned. Should we do a Rube Tube?
Huh, look at the time.
I don't think we have time. Anyway, I think Conan did it. I don't know why.
We don't need to close this out yet. But I actually don't think it was Conan. I don't think it was Kimmel. Jim Kimmel. I want to know, and I need to look into this more, but the second James Corden's show went off air, these accidents started happening. What's he been doing? Okay. What's he been up to?
That's a good point.
Oh, El Holy. El Holy is asking for us to rube our tubes, please.
Maybe who did it is the chef at Baltazar. I think you're onto something with the Cordon Trail.
The who?
This evil chef at Baltazar who's trying to take out our late night hosts.
The chef that hates Cordon. This is getting busy. Now this seems like it's getting busy. Welcome, El Holy. Welcome, Flannery website. We're Anna Baseball. Great to see you. So, not to dox, saw Anna Baseball in person last night. And then, okay, I think that's it. No show next week, right? For I will be in South Dakota.
For Xmas?
Yeah. But this is a big breaking news. I have two things of breaking news, and then we can actually leave. One, Victor, who filled in as producer 2 weeks ago with the Lizzie Show, they have taken up the mantle and been promoted to head of marketing and sponsorship strategies.
Wow.
And they are in deep talks. They are in deep talks with Gorgie energy drinks in the emails. So we could be getting the Gorgie sponsorship we always wanted. That's news. Okay?
Usually we drink beer. I can't wait to drink Gorgies.
Hey, if we get that Gorgie sponsorship, I'm going to have to Max Verstappen those things and dump them out and fill them with beer.
You should have waited until the show was off.
And then second thing of news is, unfortunately, there will be no Christmas song this year because we're doing a New Year's song. We're doing a New Year's basher. Oh my God, we're gonna bring this new year in with a beat, with a song.
I think I made a Christmas song in July for this winter.
Okay. Do you not hear anything I say? Anyway, folks, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Anyway,
we'll be back in 2 weeks. I think we did this very well. I think we investigated very well on this. Play it again. Yeah, play it again.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Gather round for a talk.
See you next
show
week,
line.
folks.
See you next week, folks. Michael has to leave, so he shut his computer so the song ended. We all know it.
Well, look at that. You've done it again. You've just watched Louis Lafleur's premium quality call-in show. You feel good, don't you? Like someone just tickled you? Not too much, of course. Too much tickling is a bad thing. You start to recognize you're not in control. No, this was just the right amount of tickle, leaving you wanting more, and more you shall have. Next time on the Louis Lafleur premium quality call-in show.